Welcome in. I am Coach Adam, and this is a brief introduction to mental real estate, a framework that helps people understand that their mind is a land that must be managed, protected, and developed. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how capacity, boundaries, thought partners, and self management all shape the way we live. The question is not just what's on your mind, the question is who's managing it? I want to ask you a real question. Who's managing your mind? Not just what you think, but how your mind is being used, protected, and developed. Because what if I told you your mind is a vast piece of land? And the question is not if you have enough land. The question is, are you renting, leasing, or owning your mental real estate? What is mental real estate? It is a framework that views your mind as land that must be inspected, managed, protected, and of course, developed. Because neglected land loses value. And when your mind is unmanaged, negative thoughts start compounding. Stress becomes your default setting. Boundaries start collapsing, and chaos starts to feel normal. Inside your mental real estate, there are a few key things you need to understand. First, it's your acreage. That's your capacity, your ability to think, focus, create, and grow. Then you have your squatters. These are thoughts that occupy space without permission. These include self-doubt, old narratives, unresolved pain, other people's opinions. And if you don't check them, they live there rent-free. Next, your property lines. And that's your time, energy, emotional access, decision-making. All of that creates your property lines. If your lines are weak, people and problems will cross them without even asking. And then you've got your unruly tenants. These are patterns that disrupt your peace: chronic stress, emotional reactivity, overcommitting, and the best one of them all, self-sabotage. How are you managing your land? Because there are three ways people live in their mental real estate. The first one is renting. See, that's reactive, minimal investment, avoiding responsibility, blaming everything outside of you. The second one is leasing. That's partial commitment. You're doing some work, but with hesitation. You grow, but only to a limit. Your boundaries exist, but they bend under pressure. And then there's owning. See, owning is different. Owning is full responsibility, clear boundaries, consistent self-inspection, intentional growth. Owners don't wait for problems. They manage their land daily. So here's your first property inspection. Ask yourself, where is my acreage being spent? Where are squatters living rent-free? Where are my property lines weak? And where in my life am I renting, leasing, or truly owning? Because ownership requires inspection, and inspection requires courage. So I'll leave you with this. Your mind is not just something you have, it's something you manage. So I gotta ask you, are you renting, leasing, or owning your mental real estate? This is the foundation of mental real estate. It is a framework designed to help people inspect their patterns, protect their peace, and grow with greater intention. If this resonates with your team, camp, organization, or community, I'd love to connect. I'm Coach Adam with Coaching with Mr. Adam. You can reach me at adam@coachingwithmradam.com, and you can find more on YouTube at Mr. Who's Helping You Heal. Are you renting, leasing, or owning your mental real estate?